Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eddie Marcus one more time. You know, today I've been walking around here and there, keeping you on my mind and in my heart. And all kinds of things are happening. And within that, I can see beauty and I can see pain. In fact, I find myself experiencing these kinds of things all the time. And as I do, they mean something. In fact, today I was making notes about things that I wanted to share with you about. And I had been making a note saying that America is too evil to correct the evil or to stop evil in America. That she is too evil to stop. I wanted to break that down to you. That was just something that was on my mind. And another thing that got me really today was a young man by the name of Ronald Green. Now, I'm not sure. I might not be pronouncing that name right. I heard of this guy the first time today on the social media down in Louisiana where the cops, when you find out and see what happened to this brother, based upon what I saw, they were nice and they were kind to George Floyd. We all know how we saw George Floyd. That was the most cruel thing a person could see or ever witness. The American people, the common people that walk, see all kinds of stuff. But to see this video that's been held back for a couple of years, I believe. Guy that was major in this episode, off work for a month, came on back to work. Reports, just like George Floyd report, said one thing, tape said another. This guy, Ronald. The police report said one thing, the tape said another. Ladies and gentlemen, I tell you, this was something else. And you might look it up and see what you think about it. But I thought about it, ladies and gentlemen, I figured, what is it that I really want to tell you? If I started picking on little things like I was doing, like on the president, on the Senate, like I do all the time, I would only be repeating myself, saying things that I'm getting tired of saying. But maybe I should just sum this thing up in the truth without going all around the basket. I'm going to say some stuff to you, ladies and gentlemen, and you're not going to agree with me. But I got to say it because I've been given to say it. I want you to know that there is a God. Invisible God has all power. As far as we know, is responsible for all existence. All that we know can identify, and I'm sure stuff we can't. That powerful. Powerful enough to be the author of human bodies. There's some magnificent stuff taking place up in there. And they want you to believe that it happened from a bang. Ain't funny. Anyway, there's a God. He's invisible. And I don't know. All I can say, God is power. That's all I know. As I've heard people call him he. In fact, I was taught that it was a he. Well, I wanted to tell you, I was taught also that in words he was black with white hair, but in picture he was white with blue hair. With blue eyes. So, it's just another, I'm sorry for throwing that out there. But anyway, this God, this invisible God that is responsible for all of our existence is spirit. Spirit, so that it might indwell in our own physical bodies with an invitation. And by invitation, that spirit would enter into our beings. And as we understand that spirit to be what that spirit is, we would walk according to that spirit, whereby that spirit is made known to the rest of humanity, made known to your neighbors. All over the world, everybody using the spirit of the living God now in you, expressing Godness through you. And it was set up in such a way that it would not be hard to understand. Basically, all of those things that are essential for survival, they're met. No question about that. Stuff like food, clothing, shelter, education, transportation, infrastructure, going to Mars, going to Jupiter, going anywhere you want to go. making all kinds of things. Woo! Yes. And out of that, we'd have peace and prosperity and freedom. Joy of our lives and the dreams that we have would all come true. Why? Because each of us would engage ourselves in the process of making sure that those dreams come true. It's so beautiful. That's the God that I want you to know about. I also tell you about another God. This God has many names. It comes under the form of human government. The ones that we mostly know of are called capitalism or democracies, communisms and socialisms and dictatorships and any other ism. All of them. They are all ideologies separate, different from that of your creator. Now, every last one of them say some crazy stuff. In them, you have people saying that they are God's chosen people while they kill and murder and do everything God over here didn't have anything to do with. Over here, you would say they were the original people and they're out caught in all kinds of bondage, superiority, and whatever you want to call it. But not like this invisible spirit. Everywhere, ladies and gentlemen, make a long story short, every government on the face of the earth is in operation in resistance to the government that I just shared with you. They are finding every kind of excuse they possibly can. And they do, because they still exist. Now, they exist because there's a union. There's what you call a bipartisan relationship, should I say. That's what it is, bipartisan relationship. The devil can't get all that he wants. So he will give a little end to some. And God can't get all God wants. So we have to give in to some. And they compromise on certain things. Well, I want you to know, ladies and gentlemen, that this stuff exists because you have the power of choice. And you are expressing today your choice. Now, your choice is made known by your actions. Your words don't mean a thing. Your coming and goings don't mean a thing, but what you do is the story. So we recognize that people sit up in church, read Bible study, go to Sunday school. They do all kinds of things relative. They contribute to charity. They give out to social groups and stuff. You know, they're doing kindness, pass out sandwiches and stuff like that. But see, that is not God. That's somebody trying to pimp God. That's the world. That's the governments of the world trying to trick you to make you think that you are doing godly things in what you're doing. That's what they want you to think, and that's what you've accepted, and that's what you do. Even on Sunday mornings, when these big mega churches, they got all kinds of stories they tell you. Fantastic men who can lie. Tell the sweetest lies. Woo! They can fix it up so good. Yes, they can. And most of them think they might be telling, well, a percentage of them think they're being genuine. Rest of them know it's a game they're playing. And the people by the thousands are sitting out there just as ignorant and as stupid as they can possibly be. Why are they like this? Absent the truth. So my message to you, ladies and gentlemen, is this. All of the evil that exists around the world, even over there where it might be worse than here, over there that's a little better than over here, all of the evil in the world is expressed in every nation. The evidence of it, the power of it is the pain and suffering. Somebody might say, well, why are you looking at the pain and suffering? Why don't you look at the good times? Why don't you look at the billionaires and the millionaires and the multimillionaires? Why don't you look at that and stop looking at the glass as empty? I say, I have to. Why? Because the Spirit is responsible for human life. The Spirit has prepared for all human life. And the Spirit have given us choice. And to those who have made the choice for God, what you're doing has got to go. It's got to go. As some of the entertainers might say. No, we're not going to put up with you having people struggling, getting your money that oh no, I'm not going to go through that, ladies and gentlemen. I have told you what it's like with God. The only way that evil can operate is through your okay. Ooh, it's almost over. The only way evil can operate is through your okay. So if you stop giving in to evil, evil is dead. You might say, well, if I stop giving in, they're going to kill me. Evil's not going to kill you because evil can't operate without you. So stop obeying evil and let God free you. Bye.